boy. Nice work. Stay. Very pretty. Good boy. Fix the leash. I have a long line on Root because Root, although he hasn't done it today, likes to run away. We're moving past the whole running away thing. We'll see when we start to go on hikes. That's my boy. We're learning all sorts of new things today. Good boy. No. He knew he made it before I even said it. Good boy. I love it. I love where he's at right now. Because he's trying. Good. Down. It says ooh. Don't really know the answer to that one. Down. That's my boy. I knew somebody taught that to you. That's a good boy. Break. Yeah, that's break. That's it. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's a good boy. Okay, we're doing personal space stuff here. See, this is why he's conflicted, because he's not sure if he's allowed to get in my face or not. Yeah, it's good. Place. That's a smart dog. He is a quick learner. I mean, good boy. He's intelligent. That we know. Good boy. Good dog. If he's trying and he's looking at you and he's really trying to figure you out, like he is me right now, then he's learning quick. But if you can't produce that mindset of him paying attention and trying, well then it's gonna be hard to teach him anything. And he's smart, right? And that's when you go and you grab a piece of pepperoni and you're like, there's my motivation, so you can actually teach him something. But then that falls apart as soon as there's something in the environment that's more interesting than the pepperoni, which is pretty much everything, right? Squirrels, all sorts of stuff, because he's full, he's living a good life. It's not like he's starving. So we use the reward being the relationship, the involvement, the praise, the petting, and then the biggest motivator is if you get off, there's a correction. So using that motivation rather than if you do it, I'll give you something, we use the motivation, if you don't, there's a correction. It works out in the real world. That's the difference, is like, it actually works. So, break. Good. I mean, we're learning. So right here we got this little, he doesn't know what's acceptable and what's not at this point because I told him not to jump on me. So now we're in this in between, like, where is the boundary? That's why I see him standing, kind of wondering. I offer it and then boom, he comes in. That's just a little respect, you know, of animal to animal. I don't want you coming into my personal space unless I offered it. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people will agree on that with dogs. If you offer them to come over, it's all good. You tell them to go away, they go away, it's all good. Wow, that dog's awesome. It's those ones that you have no control whether or not they're jumping on you, and that's when it starts to feel stressful. Stressful. That's good. His jump was always so mild though. It wasn't a dangerous jump, but it still had something to do with the way he viewed us. You know? We're not doormats. Good. Good. Yes. He's like, let me guess what you're gonna ask me to do. Can you guess? That's my boy. That's also a good boy. Yes. Okay. So you want to get used to, with your tongue, you want to get used to being clear like that, where you can see I'm talking kind of normal right now, and he knows I'm not addressing him. If I use one of the 5 commands, it's going to be a little bit louder and a little bit more bold. And then if I'm praising him and I'm trying to get silly with him, then I'm going to be talking like this, good boy. And that, they already know that. They come here knowing that, most dogs. So we just continue to teach them like that because that's how people interact with dogs. So it feels natural as the handler, but you got to get used to, this is the mistake that you don't want to make, and, you know, because it could be a little confusing in the beginning stages, which would be, everything's down here. Everything's good boy, plays, good, no, good, you'll see your dog has a little harder of a time picking up what you're saying rather than good boy, no, place, good. A little clearer, a little more clear, right? Okay. Good boy, I'm sorry. Even those words right there filling up the room, he assumes that he should maybe clean up his act, right? Good boy. Place. Good boy. Just, it doesn't get any better than that as far as him trying. That's good. And being a smart dog, he's going to pick up on this very fast. Break. I'm proud of you. And look at you staying with me and learning. Good job. Good boy. Okay? Good job. Now, when he first came in, and we might see this when we go outside. Break. There's a lot of distance between us. He would hang out. We'll see this with some dogs sometimes. Hang out 10 feet away. Once you realize that what we do here, which is train him. When he first got here, he thought we were just any other human, and it's great. Once you realize we're going to tell him what to do, now he wants something to do with you, right? So you just hang out, and you'd always be thinking about an escape plan. You know what I mean? Always looking to see if there's a way out of the room. Is there a way off the property? As we go on forward with dogs like this, that mentality goes away. And when that mentality goes away, dogs don't run away anymore. Okay? When they actually believe running away ends in a consequence and there's no way out of it, they stop thinking about it and stop doing it. Okay? All right. Okay. Kind of like kids sneaking out at night. I mean, we've used that analogy before, but it's the same thing. They're gonna keep sneaking out if they go and have a party. Oh, what a good boy. And he's reacting to me a little bit, but it's so good. Paying attention. Come, that's a good boy. Wow, it doesn't get any better than that. Stay. Good boy. Such a smart boy. Let's try DOWM, which is kind of new with the e-collar and me asking it from him. So let's see how it is. His MO is he pops up and walks towards me. Which, believe it or not, is very common. Extremely common to down and then just pop up and walk away. Okay. Down. Well, good. We put a few reps in before the camera turned on. Good boy. I'm proud of you. And he's getting to this point now where he realizes if he responds and he's giving us effort, there's no correction. So I'm starting to see him feel a little bit more at ease, more relaxed, and it's only going to get better as the days go on. He's starting to realize his behaviors are what cause the corrections and that he's in full control of avoiding them. That's where we need our dogs to get, obviously, so that they understand things fully. Okay? And he's getting there. And that's a good boy. And I'm actually not going to push him too hard in here. I don't want to tire him out. He's doing fantastic. If I'm going to have a struggle with him, let's make it outside because he has... Okay. I don't want to pull this way.
Here.
Shit, I guess. I don't want to confuse him with this bed because we just did that. We need door stoppers. Come. That's my good boy. Yes. Smart. Good boy. See if you have a situation. This is so common. The door. It's so common for dogs to get amped up when they see the door. When they see the leash, they get amped up, and that fires them up. They get all sorts of adrenaline, and then we go outside and try to control our dogs. What we do is we let them know that to be calm always. So we just kind of bypass all the shenanigans. Sit. Once we can have the conversation to tell the dog, be calm, and if they're not calm and they start to get crazy, we correct and they go back to calm. Things get a lot easier, even without high-end training. If you can tell your dog to relax and they understand it and hold them accountable, you're in a good place. So we get to these areas of triggers, we call them, because we know that opening this door is going to get him jacked up, and we say relax. Once he relaxes, then we go out. That repatterns the brain. That repatterns his response. So when he gets to the door, he's going to start bringing himself to a calm space and relaxing, because that's how the door opens. For 6 years of his life, though, I'm pretty sure that bouncing off the walls and getting ready to go, you open the door and let him out. So think every time you open that door, because he wants you to open the door, whatever he just did right before you opened it, you rewarded it, right? Which means he's likely to offer that again tomorrow. Free. 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 Now. Okay? So if sitting quietly gets him to the door, and then that's rewarded, and the other one's corrected, the excited, crazy is corrected, then this is likely going to be the response the next time. Root. Break. Good boy. Okay, let's see what he does out there. We've got a long line on him.